So far, and we're seeing a severe thunderstorm warning right now actually for Muscatine County, but here in the Metro Quad Cities, definitely going to be getting a nice heavy downpour, frequent lightning, and maybe even a nice rush of wind over the next 15 minutes as well. So this is the morning line of storms that we've been tracking moving in from the Dakotas. That's going to impact our severe outbreak later this afternoon, but still a severe thunderstorm warning for Muscatine County. West Liberty encapsulated in this, in northern Muscatine County. Wilton, wind gusts upwards of 60 miles an hour, and you can see kind of this bowing segment on radar. That's really where the best rush of wind is going to be. This is moving in south towards Muscatine over the next 15 minutes. Definitely do not want to be outside, caught outside. If you're driving in this as well, maybe just pull over on the side of the road and let it pass instead of trying to drive through this. Lots of frequent lightning as well. You see those lightning strikes at 97. Even though we do not have a severe thunderstorm warning here in the Quad Cities, though, this is just to the east of that edge of the severe thunderstorm warning storm, but still lots of frequent lightning, heavy rain, and there still could be a nice rush of wind over the next 15 minutes here in the Metro Quad Cities, and then moving down south towards the Quad Cities International Airport. Talking about velocity, no rotation with this. This is just a broad line of winds. These brighter colors right here, that's indicative of some stronger winds. That's where we can expect to see possibly some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts just to the south of West Liberty, right on that leading edge of that line of thunderstorms moving in towards Muscatine over the next 15 minutes. Wilton as well, seeing a nice rush of wind. But even here in the Quad Cities, just off to the west, there could be a nice rush of wind as well. So definitely want to head indoors if you were caught outdoors just ahead of this little line of thunderstorms. This is going to continue to move its way down towards the south, and this is what we've been watching, is how is this going to clear through the early afternoon to the early evening. And now looking off to the north in southern Minnesota, there is lots of sunshine, especially in Wisconsin as well. And that sunshine is going to be the storm fuel that we need to charge the storms later this evening. Talking about the evening time frame, around 6 o'clock tonight is when those evening thunderstorms are going to start to fire up and lasting until about 10 o'clock. All modes of severe weather are going to be possible with this: damaging wind, hail, and maybe even a few isolated tornadoes. Definitely going to want to stay up to date on the forecast, especially with this line this morning. So this is going to, again, continue to just move down to the south and deteriorate as it moves further down to the south, still bringing in a nice gusty winds at time and some heavy rain and frequent lightning, continuing to weaken as it moves south towards Galesburg and then eventually raining itself out. But here, this is where we're going to be looking at for clearing of the skies. Definitely going to be wanting to keep an eye on that. So storm zones today still under that level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk here in the Quad Cities, Clinton, Savannah, Maquoketa. Down to the south of I-80 though, a level 2 out of 5 slight risk. But tornadoes, not going to be the main concern today, but we still could see a few isolated spin-up tornadoes. This hatched area to our north could maybe see an EF2 or stronger tornado, but I think northeastern Iowa up through central Wisconsin is the best chance for a tornado this afternoon. The biggest threat is going to be the wind. We could see wind gusts upwards of 75 miles an hour from the storms later this evening. We're already seeing wind gusts of 60 miles an hour with the storms right now, but especially here in the pink colors, those isolated thunderstorms definitely could produce a lot of wind. And that's because of all the energy in the atmosphere. Look at these heat index values later this afternoon. This is 4 o'clock, past when this line moves out of our area. Lots of heat. 96 degrees feels like here in the Quad Cities, but heat advisories for Washington, Mount Pleasant, and Burlington for those heat index values in the triple digits. So definitely going to be a hot one later this afternoon. Future track showing clearing skies later. This is 4 o'clock. Really not a cloud in the sky. Lots of sunshine. And that's when those storms are going to start to fire up. These isolated storms, those are the ones that could produce the tornadoes, hail, and wind. But as they start to move their way south, they're going to start to bow out, entering the Quad Cities around 8 o'clock. Not everybody's going to see rain from this event, but the people who do see rain, definitely going to be strong, definitely going to be on the severe side of things. But as it moves its way down towards the south past 10 o'clock, that severe threat is definitely going to drop off. So we'll be live here with Andrew today at noon. That is going to be on the WQAD Plus app as well as Facebook. We'll be streaming that in about 30 minutes, talking about that severe storm in our area right now and then what to expect later this afternoon. Now, this is a part of a cold front. And let me tell you, the temperatures on the flip side of this cold front are going to be absolutely fantastic. Look at that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Get outdoors, enjoy the wonderful weather Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but definitely want to stay weather aware for today going in towards this evening. Now, temperatures, unfortunately, they will start to rise back into the 90s in a week from now, back to 92 degrees by Sunday. We'll keep the rain chances pretty limited past that over the next 14 days. But for the most part, this is pretty seasonable for this time of year in late July. But definitely looking forward to tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.